faith, family, fun. Join the hangout. CFH.
Good morning and welcome to your weekly hangout spot right here on the Catholic Family Hangout with the Madinane family presented by myself, Leander Tema. We just started off the Saturday with Prepare Ye the Way by Michael W. Smith. And of course, you are listening to Radio Veritas, the good news for a change. You can either find us on the DSTV channel 870, the Radio Veritas app, or streaming us live at www.radioveritas.co.za. So today we've got a very special show lined up. I think the holiday program in itself is a very special occasion because it's something that we've never done before. But this is really, I feel like, one of those groundbreaking moments, one of those like record making moments for the Catholic Family Hangout because we've got the most presenters on the show today that we've ever had, ever. So today, because it is the last show of the year from the Catholic Family Hangout, we decided we're going to kind of do a bit of a belated Christmas family hangout across the board with a variety of different families. So this morning, of course, I've got the Madinane family who are presenting the holiday program with me. But I've also got Kiabetswe from the Nkosi family this morning. And I've also got Lita, Letu, Lutando, and Nomfundo from season 3 of the Catholic Family Hangout. How are you guys all doing this morning?
We're good.
Doing very well.
We're doing good, and you?
I'm doing wonderful, and I'm so excited to have you guys on the show. How are you guys feeling about being back? Obviously, Gabriel, you're on a break currently because it is a holiday program. But Lita, Lutando, Letu, and Nomfundo, you guys haven't been on in a while. How have you guys been since we wrapped up season 3?
Things are fine. Yeah.
Considering exams are done, I think we've had a pretty good start of the holiday, and we're looking forward to the festive season.
I'm looking forward to the end of the year. I'm not gonna lie. But I've had a great time with you guys. Yeah, I really missed you guys though, I'm not gonna lie.
100%. I've missed you guys too, and I'm so excited. That's why I'm so excited for today, where we've got everybody in studio with us this morning for this very special holiday program episode. Obviously, today we're continuing on our theme around a little bit of Advent, a little bit of Christmas conversations, because yes, we did just celebrate Christmas. But we are still in the Christmas season as Catholics. And I think it's no better time after celebrating Christmas to reflect on some of the traditions that we have. And we've also got something very special where I will be quizzing the families this morning to see which one of them knows the most about Advent and Christmas. So stay tuned to see who is the family that knows the most about their religion. But before we get into that, we'll be listening to House of the Lord by Phil Wickman. And welcome back. You're still tuned into the Catholic Family Hangout with the Madinane family presented by myself, Leander Tema. You are listening to Radio Veritas, the good news for a change. And we just played you House of the Lord by Phil Wickman. And of course, you are either listening to us on the DSTV channel 870, the Radio Veritas app, or streaming us live at www.radioveritas.co.za. So as I mentioned previously, we've got all the families in studio this morning. And I wanted to know from you guys, we obviously just celebrated Christmas. How was that experience for you guys? How did you find celebrating Christmas? Because it's obviously something that I feel as though everybody's been waiting a very long time for. So how was your guys' Christmas?
I think my Christmas was amazing. I think the most wonderful thing about Christmas is the fact that everyone is gathered together, and especially since, for example, I haven't seen most of my cousins since last year, December, and I think it's nice seeing them again.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. I think this year's Christmas, especially with the uncertainty that I had going into December, I was very excited about this year's Christmas. The weather wasn't too bad, so I got to wear my December clothing. But yet again, what it was about is being together in Christ, and yeah, I can't complain at all.
I agree with Kiabetswe when she says like she hadn't seen her cousins since last December. I also hadn't, and it was really nice seeing all of them like with me this year today, like this Christmas. especially since we're a big family. So obviously there's a lot of us, but then this year we all actually came together. So I'd say I had quite a lot of fun on Christmas. I really enjoyed it.
Now that Tandoliosi mentioned the Christmas clothing, I didn't get any Christmas clothing, guys. I
Standard
think
procedure,
Oh,
guys.
I think it's because I'm getting old. I don't know what's going on. It's just
Standard
me and my
procedure.
September clothing.
hey.
Nice.
No, no, it's standard. I had a good Christmas. I think it's amazing. Christmas is amazing. The way we meet up, no drama involved. It's just nice. It's just nice. Girl, I'm with you with Christmas clothes, standard procedure. I'm old
Wow.
now. I'm old. No Christmas clothes. But it was a good Christmas. I cannot complain. The cooking, the vibes, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Agree with Gabby with the cooking. It's so fun to cook with the entire family, and it brings that whole
Mm.
festive season, that whole festive spirit together. We also like
Wholesome
baking,
vibes.
I love that you guys are mentioning the fact that you are all spending it as like a big family thing. And I guess that's my next question to you guys is why do you think Christmas is such an important time to spend with family? Because obviously, I think when we look towards the true meaning of Christmas, right, and we see like the story of Jesus being born in a manger surrounded by Mary and by Mary and Joseph, his family,
Mm.
obviously it resonates with us because that is the meaning of Christmas. We do love to say that Christmas is a time for families. But why do you guys think that within your specific families, Christmas is a time where the entire family, so like the aunts, the cousins, the uncles, the grannies, the grandpas that you haven't seen in a long time, why do you find that during Christmas is that time where all of you guys come together rather than just your intermediate family spending Christmas together?
Okay, I'll go first. I think for me, in fact, I feel like as family, we should see each other as often as we can during Easter, Family Day, anytime when we can. But I think Christmas becomes the time where we're all demanded, and commanded by the Lord to do so. So I think that's what makes it more sacred. But also personally, I come from a family of a lot of working people, and it's not your 9 to 5s. They work jobs that you can even come back the next day. So I think even the sacredness, and it shows the amount of love when someone is able to set aside a day to come together with family. So I think that's the importance of family coming together during Christmas.
I
I
agree with you.
totally agree. I think during the year we are just so caught up in our own lives that I don't know, I think I can just say we fail to remember that you do have
Mm,
family. They are people that you need to spend this time with. So
yeah.
I think that's what Christmas does. As much as it's just we yes, people we celebrated not really understanding why, but I appreciate that as families, we still know that when it's Christmas, we spend Christmas together.
Um, it's very important for us to come together as a family during Christmas time because like in the nativity the shepherds and the kings all came together to worship Jesus. They came together and celebrate his birth, and it's very important for a family, a large group of people to come together and celebrate the holy.
For sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
And you guys are mentioning something, and Tando, you mentioned it about how it's kind of, I suppose, a bit of a tradition. I think it's one of those times where you know for sure Christmas is going to roll around and it won't go by without you guys doing X, Y, Z. And one of those things
Yeah.
is obviously meeting up together as a family and cooking maybe some of your favorite meals. Maybe you've got like family recipes. So I wanted to know from you guys, what are some family traditions for your Christmas that you think if somebody were to ask you, like, describe your family's Christmas, what is a signature thing that your family has to do every Christmas? Without it, it doesn't feel like a really well spent Christmas.
For me, it would have to be the dressing up every single
Mm,
year. Every single year, everyone has to dress up, whether it be an outfit from long ago or not. You have to be dolled up. And I think that's the fun part because every morning everyone will be scrambling, everyone will be rushing around, be like, now I have to look good today. It's Christmas. I'm just like, it's actually kind of fun. That's one thing that like me and my family have to do every Christmas.
Yeah, I think for me, I think because I spend Christmas at like two different sides of the family, sometimes the mom, sometimes the dad. But I think one thing that is done on both sides is okay, fine, there's the cooking, the salads and whatever, but dessert is standard procedure. And by dessert, we're not talking trifle, we're talking mint tart, we're talking cheesecake. Like dessert is so important. They assign the best cooking arms to the dessert. So that is one part everyone looks forward to during Christmas. So yeah.
Totally agree. We pull things for dessert here. Peppermint tart. We pull it.
I
Um
understand.
yeah, so I as I feel like it's standard. Being with family is ultimate.
Yeah,
That yeah, it's just being with family. Despite everything else that we do of the dressing up, as long as we are in the same setting together, then we're happy.
And Gabriela, on that point, right? Obviously, you're mentioning something important, which is like it's the core of it is just spending it together, right? And obviously, we've
Yeah.
discussed a bit even in the previous episode how we kind of forget to keep Jesus at the center of Christmas. Sometimes we get
Mhm.
carried away with all the gifts and like the decorating the house, the decorating the tree, dressing up for it, like you're saying, preparing the meals. And we forget even sometimes to go to church in the morning, start our morning off.
Mm.
So I wanted to know, obviously, within the context of like a Catholic family, a Christian family, how do you guys try and keep Jesus at the center of your Christmas celebrations?
After the cooking, there's that whole situation where we are sitting and before we're about to eat, né? At that time, I won't say that we go to church every Christmas. That would be a lie. But I think we do remember why Christmas is Christmas. We'd sit here and there, pray, just kind of resonate with each other that we are here once again because of the birth of Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Despite anything else, if it wasn't for the birth of Jesus Christ, we wouldn't be here at this current moment. So as much as we did not go to, if it is the situation that we ended up not going to church in the morning, I think it's nice that we do take a moment before eating and all the hectic things happen, and just remember that, Christmas is Christmas because of the birth of Jesus Christ. And as much as we do the gifts, the dressing up and everything, it's Christmas because of the birth of Jesus Christ only.
true. I think I can say that even even this year, even when we don't go to church sometimes there's that moment before um food is put out for people where there's a moment for us to pray and sing as a family. So I think that moment is important. So yeah.
I think for us, it's we try to remember to keep Christ in Christmas, and it's just to just bring us all together, just to remember what Christ did for us, like he died on the cross for our sins so we can be saved. So I feel like it's just a way for us to remember him and honor him for what he did.
I think for my family specifically, we always say that even it's in the Bible, this thing of God is love. And in during Christmas, you can feel the love everywhere, even if you don't go to church. But
Mm,
feeling that love, you can just tell that God is here, Jesus is here, like the Holy Family is within you guys. Because there's
Mm.
so much love during Christmas. I can't even explain the love, the laughter. I don't have enough words to explain that feeling of Christmas. I just don't have enough words, but that's all I have to say.
Um, uh, for my family, what we really appreciate about Christmas is that um, I don't know how I'm going to put this in English. We usually we actually not that we usually we would always before, during, and after. We would thank God that usihlanganise sonke siwumndeni, even though like like a lot of things could happen during the year that could make us lose some family members, that could make some families part from like other family members. But then at the end of the year, during Christmas, everyone ends up coming together and we all end up loving each other. We share that one thing.
Yeah, no, I love that there's still that like importance in Christ. I think it's one of those things that we keep mentioning. We go through the year and we get excited for all of these big things. Like even sometimes we get excited for Easter, we get excited for all these big celebrations that we get to celebrate, but sometimes some families forget to keep Christ at the center of that. And I think it's beautiful to hear from you guys that it's not just something that we come and we do on the show where we talk about our faith and we try and keep like Jesus at the center of our lives. It's something that you guys still carry on, not even just as the kids of the family, but as a whole family. There is that sense of importance in celebrating it. But obviously now we're still in the season of Christmas, right? But because it is the 28th, we are all now in the preparation for New Year, right? And we're all looking towards what 2025 has to hold. So I wanted to know from you guys, what's something that you think is important um for you to do when you end off the year and for you to do when you start off the year? Are you guys the type of people who kind of do like the vision boards and the big celebrations, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day? What are some ways that you guys celebrate the whole New Year's time period?
Uh, I think for me, I can't stress this enough. A vision board is absolutely compulsory. Like apart from the crickets and the braai and the Happy New Year, and obviously one thing compulsory before we go outside and do the crickets, we pray first, to ask for God to intercede for us during this year. But for yourself personally, a vision board is absolutely important, especially if you're someone like me who's uh takes in things visually. When I see my vision board on my wall every day and I know that there's something I haven't done and I'm not working towards it, um and then the year ends and you look at the board and you see how many things you've done and how many you haven't done, there's a certain, I don't know, you kind of kick yourself in the back. So I think for yourself personally, a vision board is absolutely important to do. But yeah.
For my family, usually our auntie, she on the 31st, that whole day, she would sit us all down, give us all small little jar, two actually, she'd give us two jars, and she'd give us pieces of paper and she'd tell us to write the pros of this year and then the cons of this year, and then under each pro and con we have to write a prayer about it, and then we put it in the jar. And then once Ukhozi FM is shining on the radio, 3, 2, 1, then like we'd like pray over those jars and like into like also like having our own little prayers also, and then we'd get to the cricket, the crying and all of that fun stuff.
Normally my family and I, we normally sit down and we always like tend to reflect on what has God done for you this year and what are you thankful for and what are you going to achieve in the next year. As you've mentioned about the vision board idea, I only found out about the vision board on TikTok. I've been just writing my goals down, and I think I'm gonna also join and jump the
The
boat of,
vision board gang.
yeah.
I think I'll
I'm gonna
join
do
the vision board train.
I am gonna do that because hey, we're 2 days, 2 to 3 days away from New Year in any case. So I think I'm gonna do that. That's an amazing idea.
On my side, we don't really have any specific things that we do. I know that seeing each other, okay, from Christmas, it's all the family thing. So I think everybody's just back to their lives. But one thing we always do is that once it hits before a few moments before 12, we just pray. We reflect on the year. We we speak about what we'd like to achieve in the next year. Yeah, it's nothing hectic, hey? Like we don't have a specific tradition, but prayer before 12 is standard.
For us, it's usually around the dinner table where we do a sort of reflection. So after all the partying, we like calm down, simmer all our energy down, and start to give thanks for everything that occurred during the entire year. We also, I know there's always the religious aspect of it, so praying, but we also do the traditional aspect, also giving thanks to our ancestors who were there for us throughout the entire year.
I'm just in awe right now, like listening to you guys' traditions, because I think for me, I'm similar to Tanule too. I love to keep the vision board, but like the minute it hits January 5th, everything's kind of out the window. So I feel like maybe I must take bits and pieces of all of your guys' way of celebrating the new year, and maybe hopefully 2025 we can like get in those vision boards, like Gebert was saying, even maybe get in those vision boards and start off the year in a really good way. But it was beautiful to just hear you guys about like all your different traditions during Christmas, during New Year's. And to any of the listeners, if you guys would like to share any of your Christmas traditions or any of your New Year's traditions, feel free to send us a message on 074 206 2606. You can start your message off with family, followed by your name, or remain anonymous. And we'd love to just hear from you guys what you've been getting up to this Christmas season and what you're planning for the New Year season. But before we get into anything more, after the break, we're going to be doing a trivia game to see which family knows the most about Advent and the most about Christmas. But before we get into that, we'll be listening to It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas by Michael Bublé.
And we are back right here on the Catholic Family Hangout with the Martinanes, the family and holiday part. But now we're going into our trivia game. We just listened to a song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by Michael Bublé. And we're going into the trivia game, which is to be very interesting, ought to be very interesting because we have other families who've been part of seasons. So, Leander, you're taking this one?
Yes, so the trivia game, very simple. We've got 12 questions on the roster, and if we get to the point of the need for a tiebreaker, we've got two extra questions. But the rules of the game are very simple. Most of the questions are a single point, and how it works is that I will ask the question. If you guys know the answer, you shout out the name of your surname. You answer the question, and if you get it right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, we pass it on to the family that called their name second. They answer the question. If they get it wrong, then the last family gets to take a guess. And if nobody gets it, then nobody gets the point. But are you guys ready for the first question? We've got the first question, which is around Advent. We're starting you guys a little bit easy, but it is a question from a little while ago, regarding something from a little while ago. So you guys might need to kind of put on your thinking caps for this one. But are you guys ready for it?
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So,
So the first question is, what is the theme that we celebrate on the first Sunday of Advent?
Martinane.
Madinane, yes?
Um, okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna say love.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Anybody else want to take a shot?
Mabunda family.
Okay, Mabunda family.
I don't know if this is correct. I don't know if this is correct. What? I think it's hope.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah, hope, hope,
Yes,
hope,
you
hope.
guys are right. So 1 point to you guys. Okay, next question. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yes, we are.
Second question is, what is the color of Advent?
Mabunda family.
Matingane.
Oh, I'm not sure who got it, but I think it was Mabunda family.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna guess purple.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, you guys are currently in the lead with 2 points. So Madinane and Gosi family, you guys gotta catch up on these next ones. So, what is the special name for the third Sunday of Advent, and what does it mean? This is for 2 points, so you can potentially get the first half or you can get the second half. But I'll repeat the question again. What is the special name for the third Sunday of Advent, and what does this mean?
Because it's joy. Can I say gratitude Sunday? Martinane, I'm sorry.
No worries. You're close.
Yes.
You're very close. Do you want to try again?
I
This
don't
one is
know.
a tricky one. I didn't even know it before I was searching up for these questions. but you're very close when it comes to the word joy.
Rejoice.
Yes, Madinani family. So you guys get 1 point. That is what the meaning of the word means. But now I'm just looking for what is the special name for the third Sunday of Advent.
Matinane crowd date.
Yes, you guys got it. Both points go to you guys. And you are correct by saying that it means rejoice, specifically in Latin. So now, last question about Advent. Rose is the liturgical color for what?
Mabunda family?
Yep.
Is it pink?
No. Okay, maybe let me rephrase the question. Right. So all of the candles on the wreath have a specific meaning. So what
Yes.
exactly does the color rose symbolize in the Catholic Church?
Matingane.
Yep.
The the third Sunday of Lent. I mean the third Sunday of Advent. Sorry about that.
Okay, close. You guys are getting very warm. But what specifically does that third Sunday, what do we celebrate on that third Sunday?
Oh,
Was that Tandalotun?
yes.
Okay, can you repeat it for me?
So Matinane, the third Sunday is joy.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
the joy of approaching Christmas.
Yeah. So Madinane, you guys are in the lead with 3 points. Mabunda family, you guys are close with two, and Ngosi family not on the board yet. But we've got more questions around feast days specifically. So maybe you guys can catch up in this round. So for 1 point, tell me what feast it is today, the 28th of December.
Mabunda family.
Yes?
It's the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. The what?
Pasha.
Oh,
No.
is it Holy Innocence?
Can you say it again for me?
Holy Innocence.
Yes, you guys are right. Okay, so this is kind of a follow-up question. What does this feast day commemorate?
Please repeat the question.
What does this feast day commemorate? The Feast of the Holy Innocents.
I have an idea.
Matingane.
Yes?
Period.
Um, at, it's the memory of the infants that was slaughtered. I'm not sure which king, but before the birth of Christ. I mean, that following the birth of Christ.
Yes, you are correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Madinane is in the lead with 4 points. Mabunda is very close behind with three, and Ngozi still not on the board. But now, next question. How many days are there in the Christmas season according to the liturgical calendar?
Yo.
Would you guys like a hint?
Can we guess 24? Mabunda family.
Unfortunately, incorrect.
Matingane family, is it 8 days?
You're getting close, but unfortunately not the right answer.
Mabunda family.
Yes?
I think it's 12.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So you guys are currently tied now. With the Mabunda and the Madinani family, you guys are tied with 4 points each. So the next question is, what feast day ends the 12 days of Christmas?
Please repeat the question.
Which feast day ends the 12 days of Christmas?
Oh, Mabunda family. Is
Yes?
it the Feast of the Holy Family?
Close, but not the right answer yet.
Matinane family.
Yes?
I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it the Epiphany?
Yes. Feast of the Epiphany.
Yes.
You got it. So you guys are currently in the lead right now with 5 points. We're reaching our last four questions regarding Christmas. So,
Wait, can we please make sure the Nkosi family is still here?
Yes, we are still here, guys. We're still here.
It's getting a bit bad, eh?
I'm still thinking.
no worries though. You've got a chance still to get on the board. At least maybe push the Mabundas down to third place if you get these next four ones in a row.
Yo.
So, okay, first question regarding Christmas is what sign did the angel give to the shepherds to identify the baby Jesus?
Mabunda
Mabunda
family.
family. Okay, I think I heard Mabunda first.
Nkosi.
It was both Mabunda.
Ngosi, was it Ngosi first?
It was
Ma
Mabunda first.
Yeah.
Okay, Ngosi first then.
Really? I think it was a baby wrapped in a manger.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I
got
watched Mary yesterday, the movie. You
it.
guys watch it?
Okay, Ngosi family is now on the board with 1 point. And then
Yeah.
Mabunda family in
Wow.
third, in second with 4. Madinane is currently still in the lead with 5. So the next question is, what is the liturgical colors for Christmas?
White.
Mabunda
Oh,
family.
Madinani family.
Mabundas?
White.
Yes. Can you give me another one?
Blue.
Blue is
Green?
incorrect.
Nkosi. Green? Ish, never mind.
I will give you
Nkosi.
1 point. I'm looking for one more
Madinane.
color. So whichever family can give me the second color can also get a point.
Mabunda.
Nkosi.
Mabunda.
Nkosi?
Mabunda.
Kebetswe? Nkosi
Gold?
family was first?
Maybe?
Yes.
No.
Mabunda. Oh, that
Okay.
was gold.
So now Nkosi family with 2, Mabunda and Madinane tied with 5. So the next question is, who is credited with creating the first nativity scene?
What?
Oh,
Please
what
repeat the
is
question.
that?
Who is credited with creating the first nativity scene? So this person created the idea for the nativity scene and they made the first one.
Is it a saint?
It is
Yeah,
John?
Madinane family.
Madinanes?
Nkosi?
Saint Francis of Assisi.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay. Last question, right? So whoever gets this, if Mabundas, if you guys get it, that means you tie, which means we'd have to go to the 2 bonus questions that we have. If
Ugh.
the Madinanes get it, they win. And in Gosi family, if you guys get it, the Madinanes do still win.
What?
Final
I
question.
highly recommend that courses get this.
Yes. So, last question. This one is a bit tricky, but I have faith in you guys to get it. What do we call the day after Christmas? The hint is that it is celebrated as a feast in
Oh,
honor of the first
Mabunda family.
martyr.
Mabunda family.
Yes,
Is it Day of Goodwill?
close, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for.
Oh, Day of Reconciliation.
Boxing Day.
No. Let me repeat it. Let me repeat
Day
it.
of Reconciliation.
You guys aren't incorrect, by the way. You guys are right, but that is unfortunately not the question the answer I'm looking for. So I want to know from you guys, what is the day after Christmas? The hint is that this day, yes, it is Boxing Day, but it is specifically celebrated as a feast in honor of the first martyr.
Aye.
Most people don't commonly call it what the answer I'm looking for. So it is a bit tricky for you guys to get.
Ew.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou, what are you doing to us?
This one's a
I
hard
got
one.
that.
It's the last question. I've
Matingana
got to make you
family.
guys work for it.
Okay, Matingana family.
Madinanes, yes?
Ooh, Epiphany Day. Is that?
It does start with saint. I can give you guys that.
Mabunda family.
Yes?
I think we recall our principal saying something about this because his name correlates with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Saint Stephen the First Martyr Day or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Period.
You guys
No,
got it. That was impressive. That was impressive. But that
Shout
means
out to our
now.
principal, Dr. Leach, Dr. Stephen Leach. It's all because of you.
But it means now, unfortunately, in Gosi family, you guys come in third with 2 points. But it does mean the Mabundas and the Madinanes, we do need to go to the sudden death round. So hopefully we can get one of you guys to end the tie. But my last question for you guys is what does the candy cane symbolize in Christian tradition?
Mabunda family,
Mabunda?
does it symbolize how Jesus is the shepherd?
Close, close, but I'm looking for a little bit more.
Please repeat the question.
Is he
What
a
does the
is it because
candy cane symbolize in Christian tradition?
oh
The
Mabunda
Martinelli
family?
family.
Madinane?
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm phrasing this correctly, but does it have anything to do with like um, the shepherds for like carrying the sheep with them to see? Oh, I don't know. It has something to do with the shepherds.
You guys are close, right? So you both do kind of get it for the part of Jesus and the symbolism of a shepherd, but there's something
Mabunda
specifically.
Mab-
Yes,
Mabunda family,
Mabunda?
does it symbolize that a shepherd's hook like
Yes,
pulls and leads the sheep away,
yes, it
pulls the
does.
sheep back?
Yep, the shepherd staff.
Congratulations.
So you guys win with 7 points.
Period.
Well
Congratulations.
done.
Guys.
So it seems like I guess the Mabunda family know the most about Advent and Christmas,
Christmas.
as well as some of
Yeah.
the feast days.
We were not that far. I got
You
that
guys
bad.
weren't. You weren't.
Honestly,
Literally.
I was also not
I
that
got
far.
that bad.
Honestly, in our defense, we had 4 people in our team, so I reckon everyone wins because
Yes,
of advantage here and there.
Sure.
Really.
Congratulations, though.
no, definitely.
Congratulations.
But you guys all did really well. Very proud of you guys. You guys pulled through, and it seems like you all know fairly quite a bit about Advent and Christmas. I must admit, if I was in your shoes under the time pressure, I don't know if I would have been able to answer all of the questions. But well done to you guys. For
Yeah,
now,
my babe. You had us pulling out liturgical calendars and stuff. Like,
And
deep, deep, deep down in your brain, the memories from like grade 4 religious class needed to come up for this one. But for now, we'll be listening to Oh Holy Night by Mariah Carey. And then when we come back, we're going to do our reflection on our last ever show of the year of 2024.
and welcome back, guys. You're still listening to Radio Veritas, holiday, the Catholic holiday program. You just listened to Oh Holy Night by Mariah Carey, and you're still listening to us on Radio Veritas DSTV channels 870. You're either listening to us on the Radio Veritas app or streaming us live on www.radioveritas.co.za. Well, now we're getting to the end of our show, and we're currently going to do the reflection, just to kind of discuss what we've learned and and how we celebrate our Christmas. So, guys, we are doing the reflection just to understand what we presented and what stood out for you guys.
I think today's show was absolutely amazing. I think having something like this in person would be absolutely phenomenal. Um, but yeah, this show was amazing. I think it also made me realize other people's family traditions and the fact that even though in our separate homes we do things as Catholics differently, but the core of it all is for the glory of the Lord. So yeah, but other
Yeah.
than that, the year as a whole was like filled with a lot of ups and downs, but we're here now and we're looking forward to 2025.
Totally agree. It was a great show, and I'm honored to be part of this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the first show where all the families are actually in one show, and I'm part of it. That's nice. Anyway, I learned a lot during the show. I think it's amazing, as Tando said, that as much as we do get together with family and stuff, we do understand why we are doing that at that current moment. And then when it comes to the year as a whole, bittersweet. 2024 was really filled with many bittersweet moments. But through my faith and everything else, I worked through it, and here I am, survived all the things that happened.
Oh wow, I completely agree with everyone's individual sentiments. I mean, from our side, us discussing our family traditions with everyone and them discussing their family traditions, we could kind of see how each and everyone had their own unique way of celebrating Christmas, but we all had that one simple factor that we were all doing it in Christ's name, that we were all celebrating of Jesus Christ. So I think that us being able to discuss all of those kind of brought us together. And again, it's such a momentous occasion that we are the first group to do a joined Catholic Family Hangout program. And I think that we should do this in the future. It was really lovely to join you guys today. And wow, tears. Wow, Christmas, guys.
This was so fun. I mean, this was really, really fun. I think I learned a lot from the trivia. It's not that I don't know about Christmas. Guys, please
Mm.
understand. I'm just not good when I'm under pressure. But other than that, I think I learned a lot. Even about the candy cane. I didn't even know about that.
Hey, me
So this
too.
was a good opportunity to learn more about it and to hear every family from previous seasons how fun it is when we actually all come together.
Yeah. Same. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know much about the candy cane either. I thought it was just a sweet people eat on Christmas. But I'm not gonna lie. I did learn quite a lot on the show, as everyone else has said. Um, it was a very educational experience. It was very nice as well. It was very eye-opening, and I appreciate that. And as for the year, this year cooked me. I think I speak for many of us when I say that
Girl.
year cooked me.
No,
But
no.
I'm just gonna thank the Lord for bringing me through it. So yeah.
I think I'm kind of on the same wavelength with a lot of you guys, especially Nomfundo. I agree like 100% there that this year has been like one hell of a year, to be honest. But I think it's been a really beautiful one, and I think it's no better time right now, I suppose, because it is the reflection. And even just having all of you guys here right now, as much as yes, we're not all together in person, I think I really appreciate the dedication and the love and the joy for the show when it comes to still coming through and like commemorating this together, because obviously it is something that you do out of your own free will, you do it out of your free time. But it's just beautiful to know that the show means so much to you guys for you to be able to say that you're willing to come on to do something like this, to have a holiday program. And even throughout the course of the year, obviously, we've had our own individual like goodbyes. Geretse, we're still going to be continuing on season 4, so we haven't necessarily had a goodbye with you yet. But I think it's having you guys all here today has kind of just reminded me how amazing it is to have this sort of platform and have these relationships with you guys to be able to sit, every Saturday, and have these conversations. I feel as though, yes, sometimes we are speaking about our faith, but you learn so much about somebody, I feel, when you talk about something that's really important to them. And oftentimes, faith and religion is somewhat difficult to talk about, I find, for many people. And even for young people, it's something that I think we don't necessarily talk about. But I just wanted to say, because it is the last show, thank you to you guys, on behalf of myself and even behalf of Radio Veritas for the commitment that you guys show to being a part of the team, being a part of the show, and really just being a part of the Catholic Family Hangout family, even when your season is over. It's gonna be interesting if we do one of these again and we all are able to come into studio together. I think that would be really beautiful to have, I suppose, like a reunion of sorts. But it's been beautiful to present the show with you guys. It's been beautiful to spend 2024 with you guys, each respectively. There's so much that I think we're going to have in 2025, so many new families that we're excited to meet and learn from. And obviously, I'm hoping you guys will come back again when we do one of these again next year. I'm hoping even that your 2025 is everything that you hope for. Hopefully 2025 is much nicer to all of us. I know that it's a big year for many of you guys. I know Tandalwetu, you'll be in matric. I think you guys will even be Lita, if I remember correctly, you'll also be in matric. So I'm praying that you guys have a very blessed year next year. And all the best of luck with all the academics that it comes with it to all of you guys and all of the hopes and ambitions that you have for the year. But unfortunately, we have reached the end of today's program. We have reached the end of the 2024 broadcast of Catholic Family Hangout. This is our final show. So thank you again to the listeners for tuning in every single week and hanging out with us for this hour. Thank you as well if you catch up on any of the Catholic Family Hangout news on our Instagram, on our TikTok at Catholic Family Hangout. Thank you for catching up on our Spotify podcasts every week, and just really giving us the space to continue on these conversations around our faith. But unfortunately, for the last time in 2024, from myself, Leanda,
From myself, Tanduleti Madinane, aka your grandma
And
Dini.
myself, Kabelo Mshaibana.
And myself, Ngosi.
And of course, Lita.
Letu.
Lutando.
And no fundo.
have a blessed day ahead and tune in again next year, same time, same place, on your favorite Catholic Family Hangout spot.